5 men were sucked into a deep-sea oil pipeline. Their oxygen dwindled and death loomed. This is no fiction. It is a true story. 5 seasoned underwater pipeline workers descended for a routine dismantling job. None foresaw this ordinary day becoming a harrowing fight for survival. As they loosened the final pipeline bolt per protocol, a massive pressure differential erupted. The catastrophic suction shattered the deep ocean stillness, sweeping away tools instantly. Before they could react, the men were violently dragged into the dark, narrow pipe, their bodies scraping the freezing metal, skin tearing, seawater choking them. Helpless, they were pulled deeper, each second filled with agony and terror. A minute and a half felt like an eternity. Just as they resigned themselves to inevitable death, the suction suddenly ceased. They collapsed, trembling and gasping, realizing they'd landed at a pipeline protrusion with a small air pocket, their only lifeline. Against all odds, all 5 survived, battered and cut. The second man had a broken leg and hovered unconscious, his groans echoing. But the nightmare was only just beginning. Their oxygen tanks were lost in the drag, and the air pocket was running out. Huddling to plan, disagreement arose. One wanted to retreat, the other 4 knew they'd been pulled feet first. So the exit lay ahead. In that life-or-death moment, they chose to follow the majority. Together, they began crawling forward into the unknown. In darkness, they clung together to avoid separation and help their injured teammate. Every move brought searing pain. The injured man convulsed, but they pressed on, encouraging each other. As hope faded, they found 2 oxygen tanks sucked in during the accident, relief quickly turning to dread. Ahead, the pipeline was flooded. They'd need to dive, but 2 tanks weren't enough for 5. The submerged section's length was unknown. No turning back once they entered. Worse, the injured man could barely move on land, let alone swim, and he blocked the path. It was then that Chris stepped forward. He decided to take 1 tank and scout alone, promising to send help if he escaped, or die trying. Tearfully, the others agreed. They watched silently as he slipped into the flooded pipe, vanishing into darkness. Chris's journey was brutal. Freezing water stiffened him. The narrow pipe forced inch by inch crawling, and his strength and oxygen faded. He nearly blacked out repeatedly, but thoughts of his friends kept him going. Just as he gave up, he found another oxygen tank. He switched quickly, ignoring the missing mouthpiece and oily taste, and pressed on. After tens of grueling minutes, he reached a vertical pipe, hope mixed with fear of a dead end. With his last ounce of strength, Chris swam upward. Then, he broke through the darkness. Sunlight. Warm, life-giving sunlight. He had made it. Battered and barely conscious, Chris was rescued, begging first for his coworkers. He soon collapsed from oxygen toxicity and was rushed to ICU. When he woke up the next day, he learned the unthinkable. The oil